Hello, 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 and welcome to Real Conversations. I hope all is well. I pray all is well. And if it is not, trust and believe that it can and it will get better. So today, I'm stopping in with this message on self-love. So I had the privilege, I've been doing the self-love thing for a long time now. And this is something that I did when I was doing ministry. I've also had a couple of classes that I did with my womanhood group, and we, talked about self-love and, just the journey to self-love and what that looks like and what it feels like. And the journey to self-love is different for everybody. It's not the same. It's not the same path. We all have different lives. We all had different struggles, pains, hope, joys, love, heartbreak, failure. We all had, we can all resonate with each other's story, but everybody's journey has been different. And so, as a woman, as a mother, as a daughter, and a grandmother, I wear so many hats. And, when you get to a certain point in your life, you really have to start asking yourself questions, and you have to really sometimes just sit with yourself and talk to yourself and really analyze certain things that's going on in your life. And the self-love journey is so important because who's going to love you better than you? And this is why you have to take time for yourself. And I don't mean just sleeping, or I mean really take time to find out who you are and what you like and what you don't like. Because here's the thing, you grow, you evolve, you go through different stages in life, and you just want to grow and just, because you can't, like, for instance, when you're in your 40s, you can't do what you used to do when you were 20. And, you just see the evolution of how you change. And for most of us, we're mothers, and, most of our lives, we've been taking care of people, whether it's children. I had children very early. And so I've always been taking care of children. Now I'm, in that, transition stage where now I'm taking care of parents. I'm taking care of children still. And now I'm taking care of my granddaughter. And so it's very important for me to be able to carve out time. And I make sure that I have my me time. And I'm very strict with that. And, and I had a hard time with that before because I was always going. Like literally, like my calendar would be filled with stuff for other people, whether it was the kids and, their activities, something for my, something for one of my relatives. So everything was filled with everything else for everybody, but nothing was filled for me. And I lived my life like that for years. And then it got to a point where I said, okay, thank God my kids are older now. They're out of the way. I don't have to be as hands-on with them. Now it's time for me. Because the sad reality is, there's no break, or there's no day off, or there's no downtime, or there's no, from being a parent. You're once you bring a child into this world, that's it. You are a parent, and that assignment is yours. And so it's very important to be able to still keep your sanity, keep yourself, and so because you lose yourself. You get so wrapped up in the kids, you get so wrapped up in, if you have a husband or a partner, you get so wrapped up in all the whatever you're going through in a relationship, and then, you did all the life changes. It's everything comes first except for you. So that self-love is important, that you do a self-love check-in and say, okay, where am I right now in my current state? What am I doing that's helping me still be connected to me? And what am I doing to foster that? Am I reading? Am I praying? Am I meditating? Am I fasting? Am I going to the gym? Am I, just going to get my hair done, going to get my nails done? Just taking a day off and say, you know what? I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. Today is my day. Take a bath, go to the spa, whatever it is, that you need to do to just have some you time. It's so important because life is busy. Everything gets so hectic, and you wake up one day and you realize that your whole life has passed you by and you never really did anything for yourself because you're so busy pouring into everyone else and everything else. And there's nothing wrong with putting everything first. It's nothing wrong with that. But you have to maintain something for yourself. And that's because you become exhausted, you become tired, you're overwhelmed, you're stressed. You don't realize this, but you can't keep running on an empty you can't keep running on empty batteries. At some point you need to recharge, regroup, relax. And you need to do these things to keep yourself in contact with you. And it's not being selfish. It's just you loving on you. Because who's going to love you more than you love yourself? And so you may have to set some clear boundaries with some people, your children, your family member, work, whatever it is. You have to set these boundaries and you have to carve out time and space for yourself. So it's very important that you really figure out a way how to just stay connected, stay grounded, and not become overwhelmed with all the things that go on in your daily life. Because there's times where it gets really hectic. And if you don't have balance, it can mess you up. People are dying from stress. People are having heart attacks. People are having, mental breakdowns and all kind of disorders because they're just overwhelmed with life. And no matter what they seem to do, life just seems to get in the way. Some things we have control over and others we don't. That's just how it is. But at the same time, you have to find time. And this is why you have to find a village. And I say a village of people who are willing to support you. Whether it's, your husband, your partner, whoever, a friend, if you have some friends that can watch your kids for a few hours, or if, your friends, you feel comfortable with your friend, your kids spending the night at someone else's house, whatever it is to do, just to have that relaxation, just to have that time to yourself to think, to process, what you're going through, to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. You need to set aside time to just stay in touch with you. Don't lose yourself. There's only one you. It's only a couple of hours in a day, and everything can. And I was one of those people that was constantly busy, but that's because I was avoiding other things that I was going through. Just trying to stay busy all the time, and then I would find myself exhausted, and then even in the exhaustion, I really didn't sleep because in my sleep I was just overwhelmed and just exhausted. So you're really you're running on E all the time. Trust me, I've been there. I know what that's like, and it's not a good feeling. So, I always say, join a women's group. It's so empowering being around women, like-minded women, loving women who will encourage you and support you in anything that you're doing. There's women's groups on all kind of, social media platforms and things like that. Join a network, join something to keep you activated, keep you motivated, keep you, focusing on your dreams and your goals. And don't ever think that it's too late to accomplish something. Go to a knitting class or a painting class, whatever it is. Stay active in pursuit of your happiness, of your joy. Because, like I said, as a woman, you just get so caught up in everything else and everyone else that you lose yourself. And when you wake up, your kids are grown. Your relationship that you probably was in, you don't want to be in anymore. And you go through this you kind of like have like this midlife crisis kind of thing. And you don't even recognize who you are anymore, what you are, what you want, what you like, what you don't like. You go through these things and you're like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? Like, how can I fix this? How did I get here? Like, what went wrong? We all have those epiphany moments. And this is why self-love is so important. Love on yourself. Find time. I don't care what it is. If you have to sit in your car when you come home from work for 15 minutes before you go in the house, just carve out some time for you. It's important that you do that. Because I was one of those people that I would wake up in the morning, the first one up in the morning, the last one in the bed at night, really wouldn't sleep, and then I'm up again doing it all over again. And I didn't have any help. I didn't really, I had to figure all these things out on my own. I was literally doing everything by myself. So, yeah. So that's it. Self-love is the best love. It's the most important love. And ain't nobody gonna love you better than you. So do whatever it takes to keep loving on you. Have a blessed one.